And we're live, I think. I hope. Uh... Yeah, says I am. How's everyone doing today? So, I haven't played this at all besides just testing that the settings were good and that the game doesn't crash the second I open it or something. Also, we're playing on the Switch because I posted the picture yesterday of the physical copy because I got that at oh, that's echo. Okay, so the stream is working. So I got a physical copy at Anime NYC yesterday. But I had also bought a the digital copy the day it came out, so technically I own two versions of this game. I didn't even like the show that much, but that's how it goes, I guess. I wanted to make sure I had it for when I streamed, so I bought it the day it came out. But I also like wasn't sure if any import places would have it at Anime NYC because I went on Friday, which was fun. And then it turns out the developers were there and selling physical copies, so now I have the PS5 version as well. So that's something, I guess. Sorry, my cat just walked in front of the screen. I wasn't paying attention. What is she talking about? I get it, she said sunshine because that's the name of the show! I know nothing about this game besides, like, I watched, like, the initial trailer and, like, 2 minutes of, Yume playing it. I forget how to pronounce the second part of his channel name, but he's the one that made New Yorker Mia Taylor, so... Okay, all our friends are missing. Huh. The, like, purveyor of darkness thing feels more like... Did she ever call herself that in the main show? It feels more like something out of, you know, like the fallen angel type persona that she has in, Sunshine. Regular Sunshine over Sunshine in the Mirror. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Oh, that does something! What can I do? Okay, so it's just that right now. See, this game is made by the same people that made, the Mega Man Zero games, I think? Be nice to each other. Sorry. One of my cats just tried to force the other out of her spot. So, yeah, I don't... Okay, gotta go down. Okay, so she has the Mega Man slide. Where you want to attack. Okay, so Lilaps is the attack. Oh, that has an annoying delay. What's that? Is that a code? Like I said, I don't know how anything works. I should be paying attention. But yeah, so Sunshine in the Mirror, I was originally gonna do a video about it. And I actually had it scripted out. And then I pissed off a bunch of people on Twitter, saying something about Love Live Sunshine. And then I think someone called me a Nazi? Oh, well, there goes this video's monetization. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm kind of not in the mood for this right now. Selecting cast and allowing you to combine accessories, weapons. Okay. Huh. Okay, so gotta make a sword. Like her, a lot. It's a small thing, but a lot of her. Ciel, I think. Equipment. Okay, what did the sign say to do? ZR. Okay, I'm an idiot. Yeah, okay, so basically my video on the show was gonna be that my biggest problem with it was that Yohane herself is really boring. Like if you've seen my tier list video, Yohane is like one of my favorite Love Live characters, period. She's like absolutely my favorite one outside of Muse. But I don't think the show used that to its advantage. Like, Yohane is... Sunshine in the Mirror, Yohane specifically, is a very dull character. Like, when I saw the first episode, I kind of thought they were gonna... Alright, I'm gonna die already, probably. Okay, so just hitting him with a sword does more damage than Lilaps does. Like I'm trying to explain this off script, but I've always had the perception that Yohane or Yoshiko. What the? Oh, that animation's cute. Oh shit. What is this? What is this doing? I think it's healing. It healed me. Huh. I'm guessing the song is unique to the game? What's it saying, Cass? Sure. What did it say that do? Okay, it doesn't say just do anything! Okay, yes, so she's just as confused as I am. Cool. Okay, whatever you say, Lilaps. Yeah, that's helpful. Yeah, so anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna call... When I refer to... For simplicity's sake, when I say Yohane, I'm referring to Sunshine in the Mirror. And when I say Yoshiko, I'm referring to, original Sunshine. So basically my thoughts kind of were that Yoshiko is a very I feel like part of what makes her endearing is how over the top she is. Like, she's an absolute kind of, for lack of a better term, girl failure. But, like, that's part of what makes her fun to watch and makes her a cute character. Okay. Leave HP. In the mirror, I don't know. Like, it's the weirdest thing that the series is basically like a fantasy AU fanfic made official. Which isn't a bad thing. I've read so much shit like that. But, like, they remove her, like, whole, like, chuny fallen angel shit, which is, like, part of what, like, for one, that's the most obvious thing to do in a fantasy AU, which I don't know how they didn't address it at all, which I guess maybe they were worried it would be too obvious, or what, but then also, like, I don't know. I'm explaining it poorly, but they just made her a very boring character. Like, she functionally has basically Sumere's backstory, and, like, I liked that idea of her being kind of like the failed actress. And, like, when I saw the first episode, I thought they were going to have it be where, like, her Yohane's equivalent of Yoshiko's, like, Yohane persona, basically, the fallen angel stick, would be, like, her kind of, like, actor thing, where, like, when she goes on stage at the beginning of the first episode, and she's like, you better get your autographs now, I can't, you can't see it, but I did the little over the eye. Which, like, honestly would have been, like, I would have liked that. Like, if her kind of, like, for one, it would be a fun twist, like, making her fantasy, in the fantasy world, her equivalent of, like, the fallen angel persona is, like, a more mundane thing. But, like, also, it would have kept that aspect of her character in some way. But, like, they don't do that. It's like I was saying, I feel like Yohane's, or what makes Yoshiko so endearing is that she's a very quirky and weird character. And a lot of her main traits are, she's really clumsy, she has the kind of, like, over-the-top act. And she's, like, incredibly socially awkward. Like that one of my favorite Yoshika scenes is the one in, I think, episode 2, maybe? Where she, like, introduces herself in front of the class, and then she's like, wait, and then, like, just fucking Naruto runs and disappears for, like, a week. Oh, what was I supposed to do? I wasn't paying attention. Mainly just for show. I kinda like that. Does any of this matter at all? What is all this shit I'm making? Oh god, that's huge. But yeah, I just feel like Yohane in the mirror was lacking a lot of those kind of endearing Yoshiko moments. Like stuff like the scene I mentioned, the bit where she tries to fortune tell in class. Can I hit them with the crossbow? You know, I prefer that to the... Yeah, honestly, that's my... I have a lot of issues with the shows, but that's my biggest thing. I'm probably not explaining it well. But just... Yohane herself was very boring, and I feel like for a spin-off where she's the title character, her not actually feeling like herself is the most... Like, that's the worst thing you can get wrong! Yeah, the show kind of had a lot of issues. I don't think most of the cast was used well. A lot of the episodes aren't very good. I have no clue what it wanted to be. The fantasy element was kind of wasted. Like, even if they wanted to tell, like, a slice-of-life type story, I feel like there were better ways of doing it. The characterization of the cast was really inconsistent, because I feel like you get characters like Daya, or to a lesser degree, Chika, who are basically, like, exactly the same. Shit, I died. As their main universe versions, personality-wise. Pick up where I left off? No. Oh god, I realize I've been really incoherent with saying my thoughts and stuff on all this. I think the biggest... Where do I even begin? Section in the mirror. I've been thinking about this show for the past, like, 3 fucking days, wanting to prepare for this, and then, of course, when I actually get the stream ready, I kind of all... Alright, so I talked about... I feel like Yohane herself was lacking. I think my favorite scenes with her are, like... The bit where she does the fortune telling with Rico and, like, gets, like, absolutely everything wrong. Like, that... I'm doing horrible at this. That felt like Yoshiko. Like that felt like a scene that would be in Sunshine, and it... Like, I genuinely think it was one of the funniest bits in the show. But, like, that was really it. Like, I'll be honest, I've watched every episode except, like, 2, I think. I watched the Slumber Party one, but I don't remember, I don't think I watched the one where she loses the staff. My god, what am I doing? I've seen everything before and after that. I have money, yeah. Darkness potion. Yeah, so that's one thing. This game seems to play more into her like dark, chuny, like fallen angel shit than the actual show did. Which, like, what the fuck? Yeah, so Yohane was kind of lacking. And that's another thing that kind of bugged me about the show, is that it wasn't very funny, which is, like, a stupid thing to say as a complaint I get. Especially because Sunshine was kind of... I mean, it tried to be more drama, but I also feel like Sunshine Season 1 is, like, one of the... is really funny at points. And I feel like a character like Yoshiko is kind of or Yohane is inherently made for comedy, which that was something the show was lacking. That kind of disappointed me. There were bits I liked. Like I said, the fortune-telling scene. I think the opening of the first episode, where she's like in the city, is actually very good. I know a lot of people didn't like that. Like and like kind of couldn't really get into her as a character there. But I do think they did a good job of making her endearing early on. And like when she's on the phone and kind of bitch that she hasn't done shit to actually try and get anywhere. I think it was good. Yeah, I like that. But after that, like there wasn't anything really... Like, there weren't any moments I felt funny. Which... I mean, isn't the most important thing in the world, but again, a big part of what I like about Yoshiko as a character is that I do think she's really, really funny, and that's part of what makes her endearing. Like, I think I made a post about this on Twitter, but like there was a bit in the original show where like when they're having a sleepover there, she's like sleeping in a fucking like shark hammock thing, and like it's cute and it's memorable, and like I don't think In the Mirror had like anything really like that beyond like that like fortune telling scene. And so that was disappointing. And which like I can look past the humor and maybe the characterization not being very good if the plot is, but it wasn't. And that I think is honestly the biggest issue with the show, is it felt like it didn't know what it wanted to be. Because like it tries to set up this whole thing with like the darkness and whatever. But like that amounts to nothing. Like the first episode, because honestly I didn't love the first 2 episodes. Like they were just kind of okay. Which isn't a bad thing. I feel like a lot of Love Live show seasons kind of take a bit to get going. Like, School Idol Project Season 2 is easily my favorite Love Live season, and I think the first episode of that season sucks. Like, it's not the worst one, but, like, it's not good. But, like, in episode 3, they do, the like action scene with Chica and her sisters and Daya, which like I really liked that. Like I think it was fun, I think it was creative. It was something different for Love Live, which is kind of what I thought this show was gonna be. And it's also like functionally it's in the same place where like the first concert would be in all the other shows. Which I thought was intentional, but I don't think it was, because there wasn't anything like that again. I don't even think in the finale there was anything like that again. And like, I don't care that like the darkness plot didn't matter and that it was a more slice of life show. I think it was a bit misleading like, at that point, why make a fantasy AU show if you're gonna do that? But I mean, again, I've read fanfic AUs that are, like, kind of like fantasy-type concepts, but it focuses on the fluff instead. Damn it. Why am I so bad at this? This is the first fucking boss. Oh no, I'm out of money. Well. Shit. This is what I get for shitting on the show, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like the show didn't know what it wanted to be. I didn't know the character. I'm guessing to do that. And they do the same fucking fake out like 5 times. Where they're like, oh no, the darkness has returned! And then at the beginning of the next episode, it just goes away again, or someone else deals with it. And it's like, okay. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, fuck you. Like, I think they do it at the end of episode 5, I want to say, one of the Mari ones. And they do it, I think, at the end of episode 9, I want to say, the festival one, which, like I said, I didn't watch in full, but I've seen enough of it. I think I kind of skipped through it because I was bored, honestly. And, like, that one, like, it seems like it's gonna matter, because, like, Yohane gets upset that, like, because, like, I think Hanamaru gets hurt, and, like, she's, like, upset that she couldn't protect her, which, like, I like as a beat, but then it's just like, yeah, Chica throws her a party, she's fine. It doesn't matter. Which, that's another thing, so I guess I can talk about how I think the characters were used. So I think, I'm gonna be honest, I think before Superstar Season 2, I think Sunshine was one of the worst shows about how it used its cast. Damn it! Season 2, mainly. And, like, this potentially gave some more characters time to shine. Like, a lot of people got really, like, excited about the fact that Hanamaru was in, like, the first episode as Yoshiko's friend, which, like, I did like. And, someone made the comparison that the plot with, like, her coming back after being in the big city, made it seem like a Disney or a Hallmark movie, which I thought was funny. But, like, she doesn't do anything, it felt like. Like, I feel like you could have merged Hanamaru and Chika into one character in the show, and, like, nothing would change. Like, especially, like, in that last episode I was talking about, where, like, she kind of fails to protect, Hanamaru from, like, the dark deer thing is attacking her. Hi, Spencer! Yeah, I'm VTubing. I'm complaining about Love Live. Like, I feel like I'm kind of just talking about the show, but basically I feel like they could have had her matter more. I don't know. For now, I'm just gonna focus on not fucking dying to this thing again. God! I suck at this, oh my god. You know, this is why Sunshine Yoshiko is one of my favorite Love Live characters. She is also a girl failure. Which I guess in the mirror Yoshiko, or Yohane kinda was, but they didn't do it as well, is my main complaint. I also really don't get what the show's appeal was meant to be, and I've talked about this a lot on Twitter, but I think one of the big issues... Skill issue, exactly. I'm aware of the issue. I kinda like her taking on some of the fanfic in ACAU with others. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's the thing that kind of bothered me, is I don't feel like they went far enough with it. Like, I think Mori was genuinely interesting as, like, kind of like an opposite version of her. And I think she's probably the best written character in the show. And I think Riko is done fairly well. It's jarring, kinda, seeing Riko, like, as kind of like the excitable one. But, like, I think, like, if that was... Well, I think it was the intention. What the heck just happened to my model? It just, like, kind of glitched to the side. I've never seen that before. I think that was an interesting route to go, and I think it wasn't a bad one, but, like, all the other characters are the same. Like, Daya, Chika, Hanamaru, what little we see of, Ruby, Kanan, and, Yo. And it... I don't know, this is a dumb comparison, but, like, right around when, In the Mirror started, I watched Sonic Prime on Netflix, and I almost wish they went the route of that, where... Okay, so I was surprised when people were complaining that the show wasn't actually an isekai, because, like, I had joked in the past about it being an isekai. I didn't know people genuinely thought it was gonna be fucking Yohane isekai. But, like, I almost feel like it would have been more interesting if it actually was one. Because then, like, I feel like having Yohane react to the different, like, fantasy versions of her friends would have been interesting. And, like, having, like, a Sunshine, specifically Yoshiko, like, actually in a fantasy world as well would have been, like, an interesting thing for her character. And, like, it would have been even more cliche. Like, I'm fully aware of that, but, like, I feel like it would have added something to what was kind of missing. At least for me, because, like, kind of the point where I fell off the show was, I thought the first 2 episodes were okay. I liked the... I was talking about this earlier. I liked the, I like the stuff where Yoshiko is, like, or Yohane, sorry, is actually in the city. Like, I think that was well done. And I think it set up her flaws well. And at first, like I said, I genuinely thought they were gonna have her equivalent of her fallen angel persona in the main show be, like, her, like, confident stage persona, which, like, would have been really funny, honestly. But, especially because it's, like, tweaking the thing where she thinks she's from a fantasy world in, the main universe to, like, in the fantasy world, it's a much more mundane equivalent. But then, yeah, they kind of don't really do anything with that. And it's like, I wish, like, with all the characters being different, I almost wish they could have just, like, had her reacting to it. Because, what was I saying? I got sidetracked. Stumbled over my words again. Oh, sweet, I'll have to just go through that attack. Yeah, I liked the first 2 episodes. Or I thought the first 2 episodes were okay. I think, I think when the first episode came out on Twitter, I called it cute, which, like, is kinda, I kinda realized immediately when I was saying it, like, oh god, this is like how, like, when you go see a movie with your parents that they're not interested in, and, like, when you're in the car and you're trying to talk about it, and, like, they didn't really care about it, so, like, they're just like, oh yeah, it was cute. And I was like, oh god, is that gonna be my thoughts on this show? But yeah, I ended up really liking episode 3. I thought the first half with the action scene and Daya and Chica was really good. Chica and her sisters are the MVPs of the show. Ironic that I'm talking about that right as she shows up. Because, like, I think, like, the stuff they do with her sisters and, like, the superhero team is really endearing. I liked, her and Daya kind of being at odds with each other because it reminded me of, like, those early episodes of Sunshine. And, like, that's a dynamic I liked. And, like, the second half, was Yohane meeting Mari, which I also thought was cute. But, I guess to finish this ramble, basically, I think, after that, the momentum just kind of died, and, like, by episode 6, I think, like, I thought the Mari, Riko, and Yohane stuff was cute, and, like, them becoming friends, but, like, by the time they have, like, their song, it's, like, I kind of had this thought where it's, like, I should care, but I don't. And yeah, I think that's kind of when the show lost me. Lilaps. I'm gonna be honest, I did not like the Lilap stuff. I think the idea of giving Yohane, like, this big familiar that, like, she kind of needs to let go of but also, like, open herself up to friends with other people. Like, she's kind of a personification, I guess, of Yohane's, like, loneliness. But then, so, like, I think the idea was decent. But Lilaps is, like, the most frustrating kind of character, where, like, she's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you anything. Because, well, fuck you. Like, I think there's, like, 4 times where she's like, what does Chica do? Her special ability! Gun! Oh my god! I know she has that in the show, but that caught me off Where's that room I saw before? Yeah, Lilaps. I just didn't care, was the thing. Like, she's more mature than Yohane, and she doesn't like butterflies. Those are, like, her only traits I can name. Alright, so I need more characters, I'm guessing. I know you can get a double jump. Guess I don't have that yet. Yeah, I just didn't care. I thought, I forget why I thought this, but I thought the plot was gonna be that, and like that they were setting up that Yohane accidentally caused the darkness by, like, summoning Lilaps. Because, like, when they show the flashback where as a kid, like, she's with, like, Lilaps at, like, the little stage, and then, like, she accidentally makes it where Lilaps can talk. I thought, like, the connection was gonna be that, like, that accidentally, like, created the, like, darkness or whatever. She accidentally used, like, dark magic or something. And so then, like, obviously she'd have to let Lilaps go to like, save all of her new friends. But they didn't do that. That was another thing that bugged the shit out of me, was in, like, the last episode, I think Mari is, like, narrating, and she's like, yeah, people used to sing to ward off darkness, but now they don't. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. What? But yeah, my biggest issues with Lilaps are, it just, she didn't have any character. Like, there wasn't anything I could really, like, I didn't care about her, because there wasn't really anything for me to care about. She kind of just, like, I thought her role as Yohane's familiar was cute, but that was basically it. And, like, I think giving Yohane, like, a giant doggo as, a familiar was cute. This show, like, I don't believe they greenlit the show just because of reception to the April Fool's, like, little PV they did, or teaser. Like, I 100% think they were already planning the show before, that teaser was released on April Fool's. But, like, it kinda does, the show kinda did feel like someone had the idea for that, like, little PV, or not PV, that like, short little video of, like, Yohane doing the little, like, staff twirl, like, magic, like, staff twirl with, Lilaps there. And they just made a show based on that, but then had no real ideas beyond that. It's like, I don't know. I felt like it needed something holding it together a bit more. Like, I don't think focusing on the slice of life stuff in a fantasy world is a bad idea. Because then functionally, because Sunshine kind of ended, and because they're never gonna, I don't think they're ever gonna do a Love Live show that takes place when any of the girls are older. than like high school. It's a decent way of getting, like, you know, getting more, like, time with characters people like. Which is, like, a big appeal of those kind of, like, fanfic, like, those, like, AU kind of fanfics. But then, a lot of them don't really act like the original versions. Like, Rico and especially Mari are very different characters. None of the dynamics exist or anything. I think they kind of try and imply that, like, Daya, Mari and Kanan become friends, but, like, it's, like, none of their dynamic exists. Hi, Cookie, how are you doing? So that kind of just, so, like, from the aspect of, well, this is more time with, the Sunshine cast, I couldn't really get into it, because it was like, well, none of the, like, the backstory or dynamics or anything are here, nor are they really adapted. So, and a lot of the major characters are really different. Like, Yohane doesn't have a lot of Yoshiko's quirks, or they aren't really focused on as much. Yeah, no, I'm not equipping that. I guess I can try it. So I think it kind of, the show kind of failed in regards to that. And then, I don't think these new versions of the characters outside of, like, oh god, I thought that you're done for was because I'm, like, low on, like, health and shit. What am I supposed to do? This is buffed during, sure. I don't know what any of this stuff is, really. How do I go down? Can I swim? Yeah, so the characters being different, I think, kind of made the slice of life stuff less interesting. The plot elements that In the Mirror introduces, like, Lilaps or Yohane's arc or the darkness. I was gonna say the Calamity, but I think that's Zelda. I think I'm getting mixed up with that shit. Rip. That sprite is cute though. Like, I think Yohane having a giant dog is really cute, but... Oh my god, we're gonna get Chica Majora's Mask! From what little I watched, I'm guessing for each girl you have to find something to give them another ability. I'm just gonna buy some health potions. That's where I was. I should note, I'm not very good at Metroidvanias, so... Yay. I think the plot elements it introduced were really underwhelming, which I think kind of detracts from the fact that, like, enjoying it as its own thing. Because, like, I don't see anyone... I don't see anyone who isn't a Love Live fan really getting into the show. Which, again, isn't a bad thing, but then it makes me wonder why they... like, they changed the personalities like they did, because... and it's like, you can't really enjoy the slice of life stuff as like, well, here's the girls doing other stuff, because they don't act like their normal versions, and... yeah, I don't know. The show confuses me. Like, that's kind of my main feelings with the show at this point. It's just confusing. I don't get who it was made for. Like, pre-release, I thought this was kind of a way of Love Live trying to break into audiences that wouldn't normally be interested in idol anime. Which, like, I think is a really good idea. Like, especially now, because I feel like the franchise has kind of, like, kind of stagnated in the West, like, outside Japan. And it's very big in Japan, which, that can't be understated. I think it, like, in terms of, like, domestic sales or something, or, like, profits a franchise made, I think Love Live made more money than Pokemon last year, which is like... yeah, that's fucking insane. But, like, I also get why they were like... like, maybe they wanted to... well, let's try and make something where people who would say normally be into, like, fantasy anime and stuff would watch it. And then be like, hey, I kind of like this, and like they'd enjoy the songs and stuff, and then maybe go looking for more about Aquars, and this is DP. That sounds helpful. My favorite weapon of the ones who've gotten so far. But then, like, I don't see how this show would appeal to people either, because, like, the fantasy elements are really half-baked. The plot with, like, the darkness is, like, non-existent. None of, like, I think besides Mari and maybe... are these song bets, like, scripted sequences? I was confused when I first got this, but this is cute. Chica, shoot that. Doesn't do anything. I just like the music. Oh god. I swear I'm not terrible at video games. I keep forgetting which button is which. But yeah, I don't really get what the show was going for, appeal-wise, and it's something that's confused me since I watched it. Because, like, especially with, like, this, I can get up there. And, like, I think there's another game coming out, like the Card Battlers or whatever. And, like this really feels made, like, this spin-off feels made to get new people into the series that weren't already, but, like, yeah, I don't think they're ever gonna, like, that's ever gonna happen. But it's like, I also don't think it does a good job making people who want something from a Love Live show beyond like, oh my god, Chica, or Rico, Yohane, and Mari were on screen together, guys! Guilty Kiss is back! Oh god, I'm sorry. That feels mean because that was an actual comment I saw on Crunchyroll, like on, I think, episode 6. It's like, oh my god, Guilty Kiss is back! And it's like, where did they go though? Because, like, they're still making music, they still perform, and if you mean, like, oh, it's more, like, time with them in the anime, I don't think the three of them spend, like, any time together in the original Sunshine! So it's like, I just don't get the appeal! Yeah, needless to say, this one wasn't for me. Which is kind of why I scrapped the video. Cause, I had a whole video scripted out. Maybe I could dig out the script and do a live reading if anyone's interested. I still have it somewhere, I think. But, yeah, if it isn't obvious based on, the one time I've actually talked about Sunshine on the channel, I'm not really the biggest fan of it. I don't dislike it, and there's a lot I like from it. Diving suit reduces lightning damage. I know you can get a double jump in this game, but I don't know how. I'm guessing I need that to get up there. It's like, I can't get up there right now. Let's see. I can't get up there. Dang, I was kind of hoping, like, Lilaps would let you, like, hang in the air every time you did it, like... Can't do that. Oh, what room can we go to? Couldn't figure out how to get up there. I tried. Ah, you fucking crab! Yeah, Sunshine, I think, like the original Sunshine, is a show that has a lot of flaws. And, like, I like Season 1 of Sunshine overall. Honestly, I'd probably rank it as my third favorite Love Live season. Like, I've actually considered doing a list video, and part of why I haven't is because I need to actually rewatch some of the seasons to actually be able to rank them, but I know the top 3 would be, Does this do something if I use it? Do all these, like, equipped capes? Do they even change her sprite? Yeah, I actually really like Sunshine Season 1 overall. And Season 2, I don't like, I'm gonna be honest. But, like, it has some really good episodes. Like, like, taking in a dog and the one where Chica tries to do the jump are both, like, I like both of those. They aren't the absolute best, but, like, I enjoy both of them. What is it? The Awaken the Power two-parter is one of my favorite things in Love Live. Like, I love how it utilizes, Ruby and Leia in particular, but also the first years. It is, in general, it is the entire reason that I think Leia is the best rival character Love Live has had. Besides maybe Margaret, but she's kind of her own thing at this point, because she's joining the group, and we don't really know the full deal with her yet. I really like that. I really like those episodes, and I think Daya's episode in that season is really fun. I could name the Daya's episodes, but then there's also some really bad ones. So, like, yeah, I don't know. Sunshine Season 2 doesn't really do it for me, but, like, it has highs that I enjoy. Sunshine in the Mirror is kind of the opposite, where there's just, like, there's nothing I, like, absolutely hated, but there's nothing that made me care either. And I feel like that's one of the worst things a show could do. Like, I felt the same way when I watched the final episode of In the Mirror as I did when I finished... Oh god, let me see if I can remember the actual name of it. The fucking ice hockey anime. I think it was called, like, Pura Aura or something. Like, I finished it, and I was just like... Well, that did nothing for me. Like, that show is, genuinely the most interesting thing in that show is that at one point, I think it's a dub-only thing, I hope it's a dub-only thing, one of the characters says, "We really do live in a society, don't we?" And she's, like, kind of like the awkward, weird one. And no one says anything or acknowledges it after she says it. And it's like, you know, that's accurate. I don't like how accurate that is. What was I talking about? But yeah, that show is basically how that show basically kind of felt like how I felt after watching Sunshine in the Mirror. I was just like, you know, I've watched worse, but I'm probably never gonna think about this again. And honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that this was a Love Live show, or In the Mirror is a Love Live show, and I spend way too much time thinking about this franchise, partially because of this YouTube channel. I probably would never think about In the Mirror again. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's also like, yeah, I don't know. It was disappointing, I guess. I wanted to like it a lot more than I did. I wonder if we're gonna get a second season, though. That is actually something, like, I'm not sure on, because what the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do? I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to Yeah, this is probably where. Is this other places in town? If you can't tell, I'm not good at Metroidvanias. I get lost easily. Yeah, okay, so you need to approach that from the bottom, probably. Yeah, I do wonder if we're gonna get a season 2, because I think there's room for one. And I'd hope it improves things. But, I don't know. I'm not really excited for if there is one. Oh, is that Kanon's robot's icon? I assume it is. I will say that it didn't really add anything to the show, and I didn't particularly care about the Yo and Kanon episode very much, but I like fucking Kanon's like frog robot, like her, or like I think there's one like that in Chrono Trigger. I like that thing. I think that's one thing that was disappointing about the show, is that, like, I think a lot of the, like, the fantasy elements are really fun. Like, Fairy Ruby is really cute. Oh dear. Oh, there's a concert in December? I didn't know that. I could see them announcing it then. Oh god, did I trap? Oh. Nope. I was gonna say, oh god, did I trap myself, but then... no, I guess not. Oh, that's a boss door, I think. Oh no, that's a boss door! Holy shit, it's Heracross! Chica, use gun! Didn't work. Wow. I thought she said phew, I'm bad. You wouldn't be wrong. Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't the biggest fan of it. Oh god, I gotta go back so far. Maybe I shouldn't fight the boss yet. Oh no. I will say, the sunshine in the mirror designs and stuff are super cute. Like Yohane's little, like, fortune teller outfit is adorable. Like I said, I think Lilaps, as a familiar and as a concept, is really adorable. I don't care about her as a character, but I think she's really cute. I posted a picture of this on Twitter, but I actually have the... I'm picking it up like you can see it, but I have the Sunshine in the Mirror Yohane Nezo, because I was at Anime NYC on Friday, and there was this place that had the figure of her with like her staff and stuff, and I was like, I picked it up, and like I was like, hey, look, he's like, want to see what we just got in, and he like pulled out the Nezo, and it was like, well, I can't not buy it. And like, fucking Fairy Ruby is adorable, and like superhero Chica and her sisters. Unironically, I think that like whole gag was my favorite thing in the show. Like it. Like that episode 3 is probably if I had to say a favorite episode in the mirror, it would probably be that, because it's the one I can say I really enjoyed a lot, because I think it highlighted the show's strengths, which it played into the fantasy in a fun way. Even if the fight scene was basically just they fling Daya's motorcycle at a deer. Like, it's entertaining, and the song was pretty good. It's probably because I kind of checked out of the show by that point, but BS1, I think, is the song in that episode, and the song in the first episode, Far, Far, Far Away, I think that's what it's called. It's either what it's called, or I'm getting it confused with the name of the place in Shrek. I'm gonna say it's what it's called, though. Are the only two I can really remember, but I like both those songs. Please say there's a checkpoint. Yeah, those were the only songs I really remember, but I like them, and like I think a lot of the fantasy elements were interesting, like Yo being a like male pilot thing, and like obviously playing off the her being a ship captain was fun. Kanan's whole like adventure thing was cool. Yeah, this feels like it was made by people who made Mega Man games. Oh god. Thank you, music! I'm gonna guess this song was made for the game. Oh, you get a limited, DP when oh god! I'm just gonna tank this shit. I did it! No damage run! I just saved the world. I'm gonna save. Go back to the save point. Yeah, I think part of what was disappointing about the show is I do think the fantasy elements are interesting. And like I said, I genuinely think the one bit where Yohane actually does fortune telling was really funny. And like very in character. Like where like I think she gets like even like the most basic things about Rico wrong. And then I think Rico keeps coming back to her too, which was funny. Yeah, it's just kind of Sunshine of the Mirror was just kind of a weird show. I don't think the fantasy elements were focused on enough to where it really felt like they mattered. The slice of life stuff didn't really work because the characters were different, and yeah, I don't know. I haven't warmed up to it necessarily, but like I don't particularly care as much. I mean, I never really cared that much, but like it doesn't bother me or anything. And I am really happy that there are a lot of people that enjoyed it. But I think in the end it just kind of wasn't. I do hope if they make a second season, they kind of narrow down what they want the show to actually be more. So I honestly think that alone would make for a better show. But yeah, my main thought, it should have been an isekai. It should have been Sonic Prime, but with Yoshiko. Which totally isn't just because I watched Sonic Prime, like, around when I watched the first episode. Just imagine it! Yohane is, like, in the forest, and there's, like, out of the darkness steps, like, a robot Yoshiko with a screen as a face that just does emotes, and she's like, whoa, is that a knockoff me? And then, fuck, I knocked over my microphone. And then the knockoff, the robot Yoshiko's like, the name's Chaos Yohane, like regular Yohane, but with twice the charm and none of the failure. Why do you people watch me? Why do you people watch this? Why do you people watch this channel? How long have I been streaming? Is there like an uptime thing? Oh, it's been about like an hour and 20 minutes already. Holy shit, no wonder I'm getting weird. No wonder I'm getting weird. I'd like to at least unlock another girl. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me kinda wants, like, Sunshine in, like, honestly, genuinely, I kinda want Sunshine in the Mirror, but it's Yoshiko from Sunshine. Shit starts to get real, exactly. Like, genuinely though, I think that would be fun! Because it's like, Yoshiko's whole thing is like, oh, I'm a fallen angel, blah blah blah. So having her end up in like this actual fantasy world where her friends are like fairies and like demons and like superheroes and shit would be really fun. And like, I kind of feel like to a degree that's what a lot of... Because, like, I genuinely do think her and Mari were really cute, and I liked some of that stuff. But I genuinely think that's what that stuff was missing for me. It was like, it's cliche, obviously, but, like, I do think if they acknowledged, like, if she was able to acknowledge that, oh, why did I make two of the same one? What did I do? Where am I going? Let's try and go the other way. Like, I think it would have been fun! And, like, I think that could have been a cute, like, arc for Yoshiko, where, like, say she meets Mari, who's, like, she knows that in the main universe, Mari is a much brighter person because of her friends, so she knows that if I equip the... we get rid of the poison? What am I supposed to be doing? I'm lost. Oh, the poison's gone. That's nice. Takes me back where I came. This is new. It's a rock playing. Yeah, I'm not very good at video games. I mean, what? No, I'm a pro. Yeah, I don't know. My main thoughts on Sunshine in the Mirror, I guess, at this point. I don't really know who it was for. Yohane herself is kind of disappointing. I wish she had a bit more of what makes her endearing, at least to me. Should have been an isekai. Which I never thought it was gonna be one, and it baffles me that people actually thought it was one. Oh no, another boss. Am I gonna regret this? Oh, it's the same one again. Shut up, Zero. I beat you once. Fucking shoot him in the head, Chica! Come on! I'm gonna heal. Fucking dick off! Oh yeah, I haven't talked about the other crap I bought at Anime Expo yet. Or not Anime Expo. Anime NYC yesterday. Oh god, I wasn't paying attention and I died. I got, like I said, I got the Yohane Nezo and I got the Yohane figure. Because even though I didn't like the show very much, I still like Yohane, and the in the mirror design is really cute. Normie perfume? What? Exorcism Talisman. Anime NYC kills. I got so confused seeing the Normie perfume. Yeah, I got them. What else did I buy? I bought a lot of crap. Yeah, there was this one place that had, like, a bunch of Japanese, like, CDs and games and stuff, and they had so much Love Live shit. I spent, like, half an hour in there. There was, God knows what it does. There was, they had, like, a shit ton of Nezos, and they had, I think, Rin and Hanyo as, Terra ones for $420 each. And, like, I was tempted. I didn't do it, but I was tempted. And I ended up buying, I bought an Uni keychain. Oh god, how am I forgetting what I bought? There's the Umi keychain. And I bought like a CD Blu-ray of Watashi no Symphony. Which, because honestly that's my favorite Yellow song. And yeah, I don't think I've actually seen the normal PV for it. I think it's the one with the PV on the disc. I hope it is. I bought it because just because I knew it was that. Oh no. Darkness. Yeah, I bought those. There was this one stand that had figures of those like blind box figures based on with the Yellow Girls and their non-fiction designs, which I bought 2 of those. I ended up getting Chisato and Ren, which felt kind of fitting to get them. Darkness. Which felt fitting to get the 2 of them. What else did I get? And I bought Nendoroids of Yor from Spy X Family. Twin Turbo from Pretty Derby, and the best anime waifu, King Dedede from Kirby. And then there was also, at Good Smiles booth, they had this big, these like giant gacha machines. I was like, yeah, pay $20 and you get to spin it 3 times. And I was like, okay. And then it turns out the fuck. Me and my friend only got like the lowest level prizes, which were all just like random overstock pins from previous conventions, and I got one that I have no clue what she's from, and one from Danganronpa, who I picked because she looks like the girl from the biker girl from Zombieland Saga. I don't remember her name. I think it's Saki. I want to say it's Saki. She's the one that dies by driving off a cliff, and that says, "Who cares what she's got in her pants" in the Lily episode. But the pin looked like her, so I took that one. This wasn't at Anime NYC, but I bought amiibos of Big Man, Shiver, Fry. I want to say the three idols from Splatoon 3. I have trouble remembering their names. I mainly just remember them because Big Man. But I bought those at a GameStop. I don't even play Splatoon that much. I just love the character design. I used to play Splatoon a lot with an ex and her friend, and they were like infinitely like higher level than I was, so I was always terrible at the game. But like a couple months ago, actually, oh my god, that was during the summer. That was a couple of months ago. What the fuck? Anyway, I started playing Splatoon 3, and I was like, oh wow, I'm like actually decent at this when I'm not playing like 20 levels over my own. Yes, I bought those. Oh yeah, I got a Sumerai plushie. I got a Sumaray plushie and a plushie, I got the, keychain, Snow Halation Nico Nezo, which means I'm now only, I think, 2 away from having every Snow Halation Nezo, which has been a goal of mine, because of course it is. I have, Honoka, Umi, Maki, Hanyo, Nozomi, and Nico now, so I'm only missing Kotori, Rin, and Ellie. Ah, goodness. Yeah, I really enjoyed the convention. It was fun. I went dressed as Katarina Klaas from My Next Life as a Villainess, and it was fun. It was... That costume is like the first time I've ever worn a dress, so that was interesting, walking around New York in that. It was hard getting into the taxis. Cause my friend one of my friends who I went with, he had like a big boot on and a cane because an axe fell on his foot like a week ago. He's okay, thankfully. But yeah, we couldn't really walk very far, understandably. So I had to do a lot of like getting in and out of taxis, which was weird. Thank you. It was really fun. It was a really fun costume to wear. I got it from a site called Easy Cosplay, and it came in like this like unmarked box, and I had no. Yeah, the one thing he was Okay, neither of them can do that. He was cutting wood, like firewood, and then he said he put the axe down, and then the axe fell. A week before that, at a Halloween party, I got there, and they were like, my friends were like, oh yeah, one of my friends has to go to the ER because he cut his finger off, and I was like, what the fuck? And they were like, it's fine. And it turns out they were making something, and he like cut like a little bit of skin off. He was fine. I don't even think it needed stitches. But I was just really confused at first. Like no one would give me an explanation of what happened, and I was like, but how though? Is he okay? Yeah, no, it was very ouch. What am I trying to do? But yeah, needless to say, after I found out about my one friend in the axe, I was just like, neither of you fucking touch sharp objects for a while, my god. I wanna find, like, the other characters, but I don't know how. I feel like I'm kind of just going in circles at this point. Yeah, Anime NYC was really fun. Somehow we didn't end up, we went looking for it, but we didn't find the fucking, like, Marines that were there, like, recruiting at the anime convention, which is still the funniest shit to me, because, like, do they really expect people that can fight to be at a fucking anime con? Heal before I die. Take this as an offer. whispering. Yeah, like I said, I said this at the beginning of the stream, but it's weird. I feel like this game plays more into the, like, the fallen angel, like, fantasy aspects of Yoshiko's character than actual In the Mirror did. Like, I don't mind it, and, like, I like that they're doing it in the game, but it's a bit weird. I should try going this way. That looks important. Whatever that is, that looks important. Maybe... Oh, I'm guessing those are probably characters. Enjoying this game so far. I'm bad at it, obviously, but I'm enjoying it. It's neat to get an act. Oh no, I can't go there. Come on, come on! You can do this, yo. Nice! Oh no. Yeah! The sprite work is really good. God damn it. Knows next to nothing about Love Live. Fair. It's interesting getting a Love Live platformer of all things, and I know they're making a like a card battlers game or something, which is also interesting. I'm curious when that's gonna be like. I do hope this eventually means that they might do like an actual rhythm game or something on console someday. There's a say hi to the chat. One of my cats just walked by. But... Alright, I'm really lost. Poggers, thank you. Okay, so maybe fall down. I don't play Metroidvanias, I get lost very easily. I bought Sonic Frontiers when it came out, but I haven't played it because I'm not good at open world games. I get lost so easily. Alright. that's just a save room. Let's go down. Alright, so this is good. Oh no, it's headed straight for me. The boulder. Okay, so I think that leads to the next level. I've honestly just been brute forcing the bosses in this. Fair, same. I think I beat the last. There was one earlier that I only beat because I somehow activated the song thing during it. Which I do have to say is a really fun mechanic. Like that is one thing I like in this game, making her, like, song power things, like, fucking, you know, like, an invincibility power-up that activates when you're low health is really fun. I think the merchandise might be my favorite thing that has come out of, In the Mirror, because, like, this game is unironically pretty fun, and, you know, I have the Nezzo, I have the figure, I'm getting Fairy Ruby as the Nezzo when she comes out. I wanna get Daya too, because of her, like, fucking monocle. Rico and her giant hat. I wish the show was better. The designs and stuff are unironically really cute. Yeah, that's one thing I haven't talked about, but I do feel is that, it is interesting to me that for what the shows are, because, like, I talked about in my, Sunshine's Missing Ingredient video, how I kind of wish they... Because a big part of that show kind of ran on the fact that... I don't know. I'll keep this. I like the range this gives. Is that... Like, that show kind of relies on... you caring about not just the characters, but, like, the town as a whole and stuff. And they don't really do a good job at that. Whereas, like, I think Sunshine in the Mirror actually does a decent job of showing Yohane, like, coming to, like the town and stuff. So, like, when it is in, like, fantasy chaos, like, you care a bit more. Like, there's, like, all the people that she does, like, chores and shit for randomly. And, like, so, like, when the town's in danger, because it's getting overcome by Kingdom Hearts darkness, like, you care, because, like, the kids are there. Including the, like, one boy in the entire franchise. Oh, no. You know, unironically, this is a really fun mechanic. Yeah, it's a weird thing that I wasn't expecting Sunshine in the Mirror to do better than the original, but, like, I actually think it did do it pretty well. this guy have? Damn it! Alright, let's try this again. I don't know what to call this thing. He looks like a fusion of like Rhyhorn and one of the knights from Shovel Knight. I do wonder how they came up with the designs and stuff for the enemies in this game, because they're obviously not based on anything in the show. At least I don't think they're based on anything in the show. I mean, I wasn't paying attention that much past, like, episode 6, but I don't remember anything like this in the show. Was this in the sleepover episode? Okay, then unironically though, thinking about that, I think they took a lot of this from the manga. I want to read the manga. I guess, honestly, part of the thing, I didn't really have the highest, like, I was always kind of more excited for Sunshine in the Mirror as what it could mean for the franchise as a whole, rather than, the actual thing, because I read, like, the first, like, 5 or 6 chapters of the manga, I want to say. Like, whatever was translated at the time that I, like, looked into it. And, like, I kind of expected what the show did, which was just kind of, like, slice of life-y type stuff, where she kind of helps, like, the individual people, like, in different ways. Because, like, I remember there being, like, the first chapter was Hanamaru, the second was her visiting Chika, and, like, I think Daya shows up, that sort of thing. But, like, apparently that's not what the manga is? Like, I've heard people say it's different. So, I'll have to check that out at some point. I did it! First try! Oh, Kanan! You know, like you do. Male on stream. He sounds like someone, but I don't know who. I do like Kanan having just a fucking giant frog robot. What does she do? The fuck? Is this in the manga? What? Okay. So, that happened. That was intentional timing on my part, I swear. It's novel, at least. Yeah.
しばらくはそのままかもね。どうしたの？ヨハネ、お邪魔してるよ。実はダンジョンでモンスターに捕まった時から殿様の調子が悪くてね。
Damn, I can't believe you got damaged being trapped in an underground dungeon. He sounds like someone, but I don't know who. Like someone from some anime I've watched.
使ってる部品の中にはだいぶ古いのもあって、なかなかちょうどいいのって見つからないんだよね。新しけりゃいいってものでもないのね。わかったわ。探し物なら。あ、そうだよね。またダンジョンに戻った時でいいから探してきて。あのダンジョン、古いものならいろいろ転がってそうだし、落としたパーツが中にあるかもしれない。いや、せっかくだし、裏に探してきてくれるんだね。ヨハネ、ありがとう。
Okay, I actually do like that joke.
人の話を聞け。わかったわよ。強引なんだから。もし、探してくれるだけですっごくありがたいよ。すまんな、ヨハ太郎。恩に着るぞよ。
Maybe the sword from Family of Zoro? Maybe. Alright, where are we? I wasn't expecting to actually like the writing in this game as much as I do. That's an issue. Okay, so I think I need to go around. I feel like they do a good job of capturing like the chuny aspects of Yoshiko, and this is what I had originally planned on talking about in the scrap script for this, was that I feel like Yohane's main, or Yoshiko and Sunshine's main traits are that she's like incredibly awkward, or like, I can't work right now, but like I just didn't feel like In the Mirror captured her very well, but I feel like this game has, which surprises me. It's a good thing though. I like it. What the fuck? Lava reef? It's like a reef made of lava. I actually like the music track. And I died it. Cool. So that's where the next character is. Oh, okay, so you can get in here from 2 different places. So you could technically skip getting Khan. Someone over there. Probably another level up there. Let's see, I think there was, I think there was a Kanon block over here. Maybe. freeze. I don't even think I've run into anything that can freeze me. Oh, well, backtracking's for both seasons. Let's see if I can find a save room in the volcano, and then I'm probably gonna call it. Oh, shit, I forgot I can't get around that. Actually, I think that's something new I could do. That attack is really satisfying to do. There's something down here. Nah, okay. I will say, soundtrack for this game isn't bad. I'm enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would. Like, not that I expected to dislike... Not that I expected to dislike it or anything, just... Like, I don't know, licensed Love Live platformer, my immediate thought isn't like, oh yeah, game of the year. I mean, at least not, like, unironically. But, like, I actually think this is really well made. I should have expected that, considering its indie grades. I want to at least find a save room. Actually, how quickly can I get down to there? God, I can't get around that way. The noise he makes is so funny. That's cute. Her doing the little, like, finger pose. Oh, I can't get up there anyway. Well. That was for nothing. Oh no. I think I'm gonna call it a stream here. Thank you for watching, everyone. I definitely want to do more of these on the channel, and I'll probably continue the game on here. I hope you have a good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye.